Welcome to Wild. I'm your host, Robin Lavasser. They say our biggest fear is not that we are inadequate. It's being powerful beyond measure. In this podcast, I will share how to break through imaginary ceilings, lean into success, discovering your purpose, and understanding how to create the business and life of your dreams. From failures to triumphs and all the tactics in between, let's jump into the wild arena together. Welcome back to Wild with Robin Lavasser. This topic, I think I've talked about it before, but let's go through it again. And that is the power of overcoming objections. It's a tool that I underestimated early on in my career. And it's a tool that honestly, I didn't even know totally existed. And what I mean by that is that life in general is going to throw you all sorts of objections. And for the longest time, I literally treated every single objection, every single, well, what about this? Or I'm worried about that, or not right now, or no, thank you. I took every single objection as a rejection. And what that makes you want to do is often pull back, pull away, and kind of say, hey, that, you know what I mean? Like, let me make it comfortable again by being like, oh, I totally understand. I accept that. In sales in general, you have to reframe the role of what an objection is. You have to reframe it because objection is not rejection. And I always say this, it's a request. The easiest way that I can say it is it's a request for more information to add up information plus emotion plus timing, kind of putting it all together at once so that you then can ultimately influence what people are assessing in their objections. So let me give you the main categories on why objections are ultimately powerful and people don't object to things they don't care about. They just don't care. So indifference, like not answering the phone, not even engaging, period, is way harder to overcome than actually speaking live to somebody and receiving their objection, but only if you decide to use the tool. Most objections come from a place where they are saying, my decision drivers are not something that I feel connected with in this decision, or that you've addressed them or that you've cared about them. So if you're the person overcoming the objection, you're trying to show somebody that you care enough to let me help you with that. What are objections in the work that we do in lending? Most of the time it has something to do with time, with trust, with money, with certainty, right? To what the outcomes will be. And so if you understand that, you'll ask better questions, you'll remain curious during an objection, and you'll be able to ultimately overcome. And I've told the story before, and I'll tell it again, where, there was a furniture store trying to sell furniture in every direction, and they were not, for the life of them, no matter what they did, threw in a free ottoman, threw in free furniture cleaner, buy one, get one, 50% off. They did everything known to man, dancing people outside with neon signs. We want to sell you this couch, this full furniture set, whatever it was. And they finally started asking people, so simply, without dropping price or anything else, what would it take for you to buy this sofa that you clearly love today, right? This new set, this sectional. And the number one thing that was the why not was not about cleaning furniture. It was not about getting the ottoman for free. It was not even about price. The number one reason that people were not buying furniture was they didn't know what to do or how to move the old furniture out of their house. Now, imagine understanding what someone's objection was really about and then being able to offer a solution to the objection. There's so much magic in that, but you have to hear and be wide open and ready, in fact, encouraging a why not. You have to encourage, give me the reason that would prevent us from working together. Give me the reason that would prevent you from deciding to get pre-approved, to allowing your credit to get pulled, to buying a house, to listing your current house. Give me the reason that you don't want to meet with me as a lender for coffee if you're a referral partner, or you don't want to send me your next lead, or you don't want to endorse me with your clients. Give me the reason so that I can then assess if I can solve it alongside you, with you, for you, right? What does that look like? And I think that when we think instead, oh, they gave me a reason and I accepted it, you just missed your golden opportunity. Because when somebody says, gosh, rates just seem really high right now, and so we're going to wait. If you go, okay, well, let me know when you're interested and I'll keep you posted on interest rates. Meh, right? Like, it's tell me more about what rates being high means to you. Like most people don't even have very many layers of depth behind the initial objection. It's just overall surface level. But with the objection, you can then challenge their line of thinking. You can challenge yourself to dig a little deeper, right? Stay curious and connected in it. And then ultimately, not pitch or sell anything, but simply diagnose. Direct conversation, diagnosing for answers, and then finding spaces where you can say, hey, this might make you think about that a little differently. Hey, here's some more data that now helps you. Maybe we land on that objection, but most of the time, with more information, with great data, someone can make a different decision on what they originally said no to. And that is a beautiful, beautiful skill that you absolutely have at your fingertips, but it does take practice. It does take awareness, and it really forces you to, one of my favorite lines in this is, tell me more about that. Tell me more about that. Give me more information. What specifically concerns you? Compared to what, right? Like, tell me about what you're thinking maybe your payment would be compared to, or anything. Oh, they give me really fast pre-approvals. Compared to what, right? Like, tell me more about that. What does a fast pre-approval mean to you, and how fast are we talking about? When we can ask better questions to every single objection, it says, I care more about you than me. Meaning, I care more about you and why you're saying no than me instantly getting gratification with a lead, a yes, a closing, a transaction, a rate lock, those kind of things. I care more about you because I'm willing to not only dig, but I'm willing to then inform and engage with you afterwards and find solutions for what has you hesitating, right? For what has you pulling back. And so one of the beautiful things that was taught to me was, when somebody makes a statement, the easiest thing to do is align with them versus fight against them. And so instead of saying something like, gosh, the rates and the house prices just seem high right now, instead of being like, well, when rates come down a little bit, house prices are just going to go up. Now you're argumentative, if you will. You're selling something. What a difference it makes to say, you know what, that's a really fair concern, and one that most people have. You see what that does? Mentally, that literally puts somebody, you all of a sudden are standing right next to them, shoulder to shoulder, right? You're all of a sudden an ally because you're in agreement. And so one of the smartest things you can do with an objection is acknowledge it in a way that kind of gives honor to it and says, yes, I'm not disagreeing with you. Right? Really big deal. Then you're going to clarify. Tell me more about that. Let's dig into it, right? What about this and this? And then you're going to respond with kind of tying what you said. Hey, I want to be so clear that I agree with you that rates and house prices are considered high, especially in comparison to what the economy is doing right now, right? Like, so let's talk about that. But now we're going to tie back in. Let me tell you the other things around wealth building with all of this, around the benefits to it, so that the only thing you're thinking about is not just the objection, but you're also weighing out the other values that come with overcoming that objection, right? Now we're really getting somewhere. And then at the end, confirm. Confirm, does that make you think about it differently at all? Right? How does that sit with you? So gaining confirmation from somebody is magical, and them feeling absolutely in control. They also feel heard and listened to, but they're giving themselves verbal confirmation that yes, your brain is in a safe space saying, I accept, I understand. And now we're not only understanding the root of the objection, we're aligning with solutions, and then we're helping someone feel certainty. And there is magic in doing that. Not only that, but you end up being able to really feel good about how you help them navigate, and you've built a new level of openness and trust with one another. And those referral partners, those clients, have a new response, if you will, a new level of comfort and trust with you, the advisor, because you were able to not only overcome objections, but you were able to clarify, align, acknowledge, and then ultimately give them the certainty they needed to move forward. So don't be afraid of objections. Just remember that it's all about more information, better questions, slowing down, listening, making someone feel safe in that space, and then feeling grateful that they gave you the why nots, because the whys are easy, but the why nots are the magic. If this was helpful, I hope you share it. We'll see you on the next Wild.